Chapter 22. Sri Sadguru said, even while staying far away from Sri Brindavan in the name even while staying far away from Sri Brindavan, if the name Brinda is repeatedly chanted, Sri Krishna's presence can be experienced there itself. There exists Brindavan. Brindavan, which is permeated by the sweet divine presence of Sri Krishna and Devi Radha, is inaccessible even to the Devas like Brahma. Men are sent to hell due to their sinful activities. Pious credits take them to heaven. The result of both merits and demerits leads them to the earthly life. Complete surrender lifts them up to the transcendental abode of Lord Absolute. But the boon of residence in Brindavan is difficult to attain even for those who have achieved liberation. It is awarded only through the mercy of Sri Krishna. There is simply no other way. Even though the Yajna Dikshitars, the Brahmanas performing sacrifices, were residing in Sri Brindavan, they failed to realize the import of Sri Krishna Tattva. Men like Bhishma were always singing in the praise of the gopis, even when they were far away from Brindavan. Sri Brindavan is found in the heart which is filled with transcendental loving devotion in the mood of Madhurya Bhava. In the village near Brindavan, there lived a noted devotee named Gadadhara Bhatta. He filled his life with non-stop Hari Bhajan, offering puja to Lord Krishna, reciting Srimad Bhagavatam, and composing nice poems of devotion. Due to his extreme humility, he always considered himself to be unfit to enter Sri Brindavan and hence never attempted to go there. Daily he used to prostrate himself in the direction of Brindavan and pleaded for the boon of loving devotion to Sri Krishna. But his extraordinarily beautiful songs, filled with profound loving devotion, gradually reached Brindavan on their own. Those wonderful songs on Sri Krishna entered Sri Jiva Goswami's ears and attracted him. Sri Jiva Goswami wanted to meet Sri Gadadhara Bhatta, that great devotee. Thus he sent two of his disciples to him immediately. It was a fine morning when those Vaishnavas reached the village. There blew a mild breeze carrying the fragrance of lotus flowers. Trees inhabiting chirping birds surrounded the village. There were many huts outside with cocks which cocks were announcing the coming of a new day. Beautiful young maidens were going about with pots in their hips. There, near a well, they met the noble devotee Sri Gadadhara Bhatta. The devotee was engaged in his morning routines. The two Vaishnavas could not identify him as Gadadhara Bhatta. Hence, they inquired for him. The Brahmanas said, where is Sri Gadadhara Bhatta's residence? We want to meet the great Vaishnavottama. Sri Gadadhara Bhatta replied, O great Vaishnavas, only I, a simple man, am Gadadhara. Where are you coming from, and what can I do for you? The Brahmanas said, from Sri Brindavan, which bears the sacred imprints of the holy lotus feet of Lord Krishna and Devi Radha, we have come here to meet you. Sri Gadadhara said, ah, how fortunate I am. Early morning I am blessed to hear the sweet name of Sri Brindavan from you. Sri Sadguru said. Speaking thus, he shed tears. His hair stood on the end all over his body. He fell down like a tree cut off from its roots. The Vaishnavas were astonished to see that devotee fainting the moment he heard the name Sri Brindavan being vibrated. That ripeness of bhakti of a devotee who swoons the moment he hears the holy name of Vrindavan and thus gets perturbed by the upsurge of prem is very rare. Those Vaishnavas consoled Sri Gadadhara, the loving devotee. They conveyed the message of Sri Goswami to him with all affection. The Brahmanas conveyed the message, give up all dutiful actions and start for Vrindavan immediately. I, Jiva Goswami, I am longing to meet you. Sri Gadadhara said, ah, I am very fortunate. Now I have been blessed with a residence in Vrindavan. It is the command of Sri Jiva Goswami. My life has become perfect. Sri Sadguru continued. Having spoken thus, he started for Brindavan immediately, oblivious of completing his morning oblations and ever forgetting his wife and children, and even forgetting his wife and children. Approaching Brindavan, he fell down and rolled on the ground like a Krura, forgetting himself. He took up residence in Brindavan from that time. Always giving discourses on the glories of Sri Krishna, he spread Krishna Bhakti and derived immense happiness. Listening to Sri Gadadhara's discourses on the Srimad Bhagavatam, many devotees developed detachment from worldly life. That great devotee considered abuse and praise as the same. He did not differentiate between clay and gold. Living in Sri Vrindavan, he was always singing melodiously the glories of Sri Krishna. Daily listening to the discourse of Gadadhara on the Srimad Bhagavatam, Jiva Goswami, the great Jnani, experienced untold divine bliss. Thus, the ocean of Sri Vrindavan, filled with gems of such devotees, grew in fame due to the mercy of the moon. Sri Krishna, the absolute supreme personality. Thus ends chapter 22, entitled Gadadhara Bhatta Charitam 1 of Book 4 of Shri Vaishnava Samhita, composed by Shri Krishna Premi Swamigal.